Hey, Chris, it's Carla. Hope you're doing great. Thank you so much again for reaching out. I'm excited always to help you guys. And I actually am familiar with Royal. I book Royal. We're actually sailing on Royal for spring break ourselves. And the Freedom of the Seas, which is the ship you guys are looking at, I actually sailed that specific ship myself. It would have been February of 22. So just about a year ago. It's a great ship. So I think this is an awesome itinerary. You guys are going to have a blast. So I'm going to send over three documents. That first one is going to be the booking confirmation for you and Melissa. And that one's really straightforward. It's the ocean view stateroom with the veranda. You can take a look at it. If everything looks okay, then I'll be happy to go ahead and make that payment for you guys. And then the second one, I basically booked I put a hold on two different staterooms for Evan and Faith because I wasn't sure which one would be better. So when I was looking at some of the ocean view options, I found that for a regular quote unquote ocean view room, all of them for this specific ship that were available are either deck 2 or deck 3. And that is a really low part of the deck. So I am more than happy to include those. I'm happy to do that, but I wanted to make sure to kind of give you that heads up. I typically try not to have people go on decks 2 and 3, only because the farther down you are in a ship, the more you can sometimes feel that movement. And with smaller kids, and even especially with Faith with being pregnant, like I just wasn't sure about that. So I'm happy to do it, but I just wanted to give you that context and tell you why I didn't quote that specific ocean view. Now, you had mentioned the ones with like the floor to ceiling windows. So that would be, it's the spacious panoramic ocean view, which are beautiful. But here's the flip side to that one, unfortunately. So those cabins are all at the very, very front of the ship, like the very most forward part. That also can be, even though it's on a much higher deck, which is good, it also can be pretty rough. Like being at the front of the ship tends to be the spot where you're going to feel the most movement because that's the part, obviously, the waves are crashing against. So I was like, again, not totally sure because I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable. I don't want anybody to have a bad experience. But the total for that for the four would be $2,064.44. That's with the kids sale free. That's with the extra savings. This is with a non-refundable deposit. It actually makes the pricing way better. If, for example, you did want to do a refund, they don't do a full refund, but they will let you move a date. So just sort of something to have the context for. If that's not something that you'd be comfortable with, I'm more than happy to quote the refundable deposits. Like I said, it's just they're pretty decent price difference. So I like people to know, hey, you can move a date. It's just going to be something that there usually is like a small change fee to do that, but you're not going to be able to actually say, hey, please give me a full refund. So just to give you that context. But here is again the spacious panoramic ocean view, but it's at the very, very front of the boat. So you're looking at $2,064.44. What I also priced was going to be over here. And this one actually would be if we wanted to do an option that would also be, again, a spacious ocean view balcony. Because the floor to ceiling windows, they can be more expensive. It's actually not a big difference in price. So this one goes to $2,191.44. So you're looking at about a $150 difference to move to a ocean view with the balcony, which would be similar to basically what you and your wife would have. Now, the good side of this is this cabin I could put, it's 9376, so ninth floor, which is a good floor to be on. It's also then going to be more sort of mid-aft part of the ship, a much smoother sailing experience there on average. So if you want that one, again, that's $21.94. And if you would want to do this one, that's the one with the floor to ceiling windows. Again, beautiful view, nice room. It's just if the front of the boat might be a little uncomfortable. So this one actually is on a different deck. It's just where they're placed. So if we did the balconies, you guys are actually on the same deck. You're probably, I'm going to say maybe 18 cabins apart from each other. Either way, obviously it can work. So this truly comes down to what you want to do. I want to book whatever you would prefer and are most comfortable with. I just wanted to make sure you knew in terms of differences as far as positioning of the ship. So again, I'm going to send you over 3 documents. I'm going to send you, sorry, each of the 2 I just showed you that includes the 2 different options for Evan and Faith and the grandkids. And then I'm going to send you the one that I would recommend for you and your wife. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. I'll be in the office all day. I have a couple calls, but I'm always available, and we'll be on email as well. Hope you're well, and I will talk with you later. Thanks so much, Chris.